I'm back! Did you guys miss me? Because I definitely missed you because it's been a long time since I've literally picked up this camera, and you guys probably won't really feel like it's that long because I slowly released my travel vlogs over like a couple of weeks, so I don't think it's been a long time from this video upload to my previous one, but it has been a long time since I've picked up the camera, and the longer I put it off, the harder it was to pick it up. I didn't know what I wanted to say, what I wanted to film, what I wanted to do. I was just going by my life and just, yeah, but I definitely did miss you guys. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna pick up the camera. And last time I did ask you guys whether you enjoyed videos of me just sitting here yapping away to you. And there was a lot to update because obviously I was away in the Philippines for my deload week, and I've since came back. It's been like nearly 2 months since then, and honestly, when I came back, I felt so good, so refreshed, and like I was so much more motivated to train again. I know like I talked about it just briefly that my motivation was a little bit low to go to the gym just a couple of weeks before leaving, but when I came back, I was just refreshed, rejuvenated, recovered, and ready to go. I felt just the fire was back for training, and like sometimes it's just like that. You gotta take a step away in order to realize how much you love something, and I'm back. I'm like fully back. I have been training super hard, and I've been in a growing phase for the last, I guess like 6 weeks. So when I first got back, I was just kind of easing back into it, and then I went like a full-on just growing phase, focused on growing, and it's been going really well. I've hit my all-time high weight of 52 kilos. I have never been this heavy, honestly. It is a little bit scary, and also I have like some clothes that don't usually fit me well because like they just kind of loose and they just don't really fit that nicely around my waist and stuff like that, especially when I'm like a little bit lighter. And now they fit great and I actually look amazing in the clothes, but I'm just, you know, you get to that point where like you're just never happy. So normally when those clothes are loose on me, I'm like, oh, like, you know, the clothes don't look nice, and now the clothes fit so nicely and they're just hugging me real tight, the way I like to wear my clothes, just real tight till I just can't breathe. This is just the way I like to wear clothes. And so yeah, like they fit me well, and then I just go into a downward spiral of like, oh my god, I've put on so much weight, I'm like super fat now, my waist is huge, and this is why I'm fitting into my clothes, and I don't know whether I should feel happy or upset, but it is what it is. So let's do a little bit of recap on well, what happened in the Philippines. I obviously went to Cebu and Boracay, had a lot of time in the sun, went to beaches. Like honestly, the most exciting or the most fun things that I got to do there was obviously the cliff diving. So this is something that I feel anyone who's like in the fitness industry, if you're into hiking, if you're into swimming, if you are an adrenaline junkie just like me, I 100% recommend you doing canyoneering in Cebu. It's beautiful, it's exciting. I sometimes get a little bit bored with like overly nature stuff, so I need something to like stimulate me and make me excited. So there was so many fun things there. We did like a zip line, which was really fun. We did obviously cliff diving, and we went as high as 7 meters, but if you go in a different time of the year, sometimes you can do the 10-meter jump if the water is deep enough. We also did like a slide backwards, and I even went on a little swing thing as well, like a little Tarzan swing thing into like the water. It was so fun. So I stayed really active this trip. The food was really hard. Like everything was like really oily and not very high in protein. So I really tried my best, but also I've just been struggling with my appetite, like I said. So yeah, I've been trying my best to like fit in food when I can. Like we had breakfast buffet every morning and I try to eat a lot, but like I just can't anymore. Which brings me to something that I do want to like talk about with you guys when it comes to food and appetite. They don't exactly correlate with one another. So I know a lot of people, more than likely, you suffer from feeling hungry. And that used to be me as well, and that is usually me when I'm a little bit leaner. And so this is something that I've realized over the last 9 years of me doing this, is that your satiety and how full you are has not that much to do with the amount of food or the amount of calories you consume, but also a lot to do with your actual body fat percentage on your body. If you are leaner than what your body would like you to be, you're generally going to be hungrier most of the time. Right now, I'm really pushing my body to the limit with how much weight and body fat my body is comfortable holding. And when I say my body, I don't mean me, Nicole. I mean like my body. Like I have no control over it. It doesn't like to be this big, this heavy, and hold this much body fat. It just doesn't. It's just not what it's used to. And so the way your body counteracts this to control you, because like I said, I don't control it, it controls me, it really just decreases my appetite. So usually when I'm leaner, and I'm generally leaner for extended periods of time, so I've experienced like being hungry most of the year. And when I'm hungry, I can eat a lot. Trust, I can eat a lot. Any of you who've been on my channel for a long time, you would have seen when I used to upload like mukbangs and like eating, you would have seen me smash a box of donuts. Like I can do it, I could do it. If I'm lean, I can eat absolutely everything. Like you've seen me in my Korea holiday post-comp, how much I could eat then. And then like Japan, I could eat like, but just a little bit less because I got like a little bit more body fat. And then obviously, yeah, Philippines now, all-time high body fat. Like I really did not eat a lot and was not able to eat a lot, and things that were too oily and too fried and things like that, it just really, I found it really hard to eat. So obviously came back and I did not gain any weight at all, which is amazing. So it was just, I was in the perfect place to start my building phase. And since then I've been building, trying to eat more food, trying to grow more and things like that. Obviously I'm still trying to eat a little bit cleaner, but obviously I still eat out pretty often to try and get those calories in as well, make things like a little bit easier to just get down, I guess, get those calories in. However, I am planning to probably head into just a holding phase again soon, not gain any more weight, and then go into a mini cut real soon. So if you're excited to see my mini cut and my mini cut process, please comment below so I know that that's something you would want to, I guess, watch. And also, if you enjoyed like my travel vlogs and stuff, please comment below as well, because obviously I put in a lot of effort into doing the travel vlogs. Obviously, I have to bring equipment around with me when I'm traveling. I got to film, and we have a team that edits it, especially my travel vlog. I don't edit my travel vlogs. I have someone to edit it for me. That's why it's edited so much better than I do it myself. I'm not that good, okay? So I have someone to edit my travel vlogs for me. But I just wanna know whether you guys actually enjoy that kind of content. Obviously, I know it doesn't get as much views as my fitness content, but you know, I'm not just here to share fitness only. Like a lot of why I do YouTube, like obviously I'm a coach, so my whole life is centered around teaching people about fitness, and on my Instagram I'm heavily about like fitness as well. So if you're only about that kind of content, obviously go to my Instagram. I post like pretty much all things fitness over there. If you need more help, obviously I'm an online coach. I'll put some links in the description box below. You can contact me, I can help you with that. But a lot of YouTube is for me to, I feel like my goal with YouTube, I really just want to entertain and make you smile and make you happy, keep you company, whatever it is you may be doing. Like you may be literally doing cardio, I'm here for you. I'm here to yap your ear off while you do cardio, help you let the time go quicker. But if you're someone at home, and like these messages usually really warm my heart when people tell me that when they watch my videos or me talking, and it makes them feel a little bit less lonely. That is what I feel like my life's calling is. Like I just want to be here to put a smile on your face, and also to give you entertainment and sometimes education, and sometimes just keep you company and let you know about my life. You know, I don't really know whether it really adds a lot of value to your day to day, but if I could entertain you, make you smile, make you laugh, or just help you get away from any of your problems and your worries, this is why I make these YouTube videos. And I feel like YouTube is just such a different platform for me. Yes, I do share like my prep vlogs and my competing journey here, but that's not going to be like forever. And also being in the industry myself, I know how toxic it can be sometimes when that's all you think about. There was a long time where like, you know, all I did was compete, I work in fitness, I consume fitness content, and my whole life was everything about fitness. It was always something educational, trying to learn something, trying to just do all of that, and it was just a little bit too much. Like I just got super burnt out, and I sometimes just want to watch content that relaxes me, that makes me happy, that just helps me de-stress, decompress, just, I don't know, entertain me in a different way that is not so much just all about fitness, you know? So even if you're someone in prep and you feel like you're in prep and you kind of want to just relax and get away from thinking about prep and fitness, if my lifestyle or travel videos is a way that you like to kind of get away from that, I really like to know, because I just want to know, and then it'll really help me to decide what kind of more content I should produce on here. Now, on to the serious stuff for you that are here for some education, for some information. I'm going to talk about staying fit whilst traveling, which I feel like ties in really well, because obviously that's something that I exactly just did. I had a very fit trip, if I could say that. Like some trips, you know, you go and you just really let loose and let it all go. But this trip made me better as an athlete. Like I didn't take any steps back. If anything, I came back better, stronger. I didn't take any steps back. And I want to be able to share that sometimes you can take trips that will not set you back in your fitness journey. And here are some tips. So first thing, a structured deload. So what I like to do, and exactly what I did before this Philippines trip, trained really, really, really hard. I literally pushed myself to the point where my body was just absolutely broken, which I do not generally recommend, but my body was just ready for that deload. It needed that break. And so you can structure it that way so that when you go on a trip, you don't have to train as often as you normally would do. So generally I was training like 6 days a week before the trip. And then on the trip, I probably trained maybe 3 times and then did a lot of like active activities. So it was a structured deload that would help my body recover and therefore grow and therefore come back stronger and able to continue to make progress when I'm back from the trip. Second one, the diet is a structured diet break. So maybe you might have been actually dieting before the trip and you've been dieting for a long time, you're getting a bit of diet fatigue, your body is just kind of starting to stall a little bit. You can obviously treat the trip as a structured diet break because you've been dieting for a long time. That can work really well as well. It'll help bring that cortisol down from all that dieting. It'll help refuel you. And obviously you still need to be a little bit smart. You don't want to take too many steps back when you're doing that structured diet break. So you still need to make good choices when you're obviously eating on the trip, but overall it's going to give you a nice mental break and also obviously refuel glycogen stores, things like that. And so structuring a holiday as part of a structured diet break can work really well as well. Next, cardio. Should we do cardio on holiday? I'm a strong believer of absolutely no cardio on holiday. Holiday is the time for you to take a structured cardio break. Whether you're in your off season, on season, as long as you're not on season. Whether in your off season or on like in a dieting phase, or whether in your surplus or dieting phase, you should not do cardio on holiday. I prefer to set a step goal for myself or clients. Get active, do active activities, walk more often. So I like to do activities such as swimming. Most of the time, if you're like going to a tropical country, you might stay in a hotel with a nice pool, so you can do swimming. Swimming is a great way to burn calories without you having to go to the gym and do boring ass cardio. I also did stuff like paddleboarding, those are fun. Hiking, if you're going to like cold countries, snowboarding like I did in Japan, a really great way to like burn calories without actually having to do cardio. Most important thing is walking, so walking to explore, take public transport, try not to Uber everywhere. Like when I go to a new country, I love walking because when you walk, you can just take in so much more. My absolutely favorite place to walk in is New York City. When I was in New York, I walked like 25,000 steps a day. And obviously, like I think Japan is also obviously a really good place to walk, but like just New York itself, just that small part of New York City, you can just walk walk all day long. So you're gonna get so many steps in, you're going to be burning calories, so there really is no need to do much cardio when you're on holiday at all. The next thing is, of course, training. I still strongly recommend training on holidays if you can. And like I said, it doesn't have to be as often as you do when you're not on holiday, but the one thing that will make it really easy is if you just book a hotel with a hotel gym. It doesn't need to be the fanciest gym, it doesn't need to be the biggest gym, but at least if you have a gym in your hotel, you can wake up and either get a fasted session in nice and early, or you can go slay the breakfast buffet and then come back and then do a training session, so you can use all that food from breakfast to train hard, or like train medium-ish intensity, and that will obviously put all the food that you ate at the buffet to good use. And generally, honestly, most things don't open till like 11 a.m. and the gyms will open at 6 in the hotel. So it's always a good idea when you're like traveling to get your training session done nice and early, get it out of the way, and then you have the rest of the day to enjoy and explore and do all the fun things. And then when deciding what kind of workouts you want to do, I strongly recommend do not have a heavy, intense, crazy loco leg day, especially if you're planning to have quite an active trip. So my last 2 trips, like I said, was Japan and Philippines, and they were both very, very active, like lots of activities and also lots of walking. So I stay away from training my legs too much because I want to prioritize recovery. There's no point training where you absolutely just trash your whole body and it doesn't have the capacity of food or fuel or like just sleep, all that kind of stuff to be able to recover. If you don't recover from your workout, you're just breaking that muscle down and not letting it have enough to rebuild and to get bigger per se. So for me, because I'm so heavily focused on growth and stacking on a lot of size, I will not do a crazy intense heavy leg day on a holiday because I think I'd just be walking too much and my legs won't be able to recover. So rather than doing that, I like to do like full body stuff. I'll still hit lower body, but I'm just not going to train it to failure the way I do when I'm like back in Perth. So on holiday, I'll hit a little bit of legs, but I'm really focusing more on the upper body. I'm using all that excess sodium and water and carbs to like get an insane pump. Love training shoulders because you can just use dumbbells. Like it's just so easy to get a shoulder workout in when you're traveling. So that is my tip. What you can also do if you like is maybe bring like a booty band and then you can do some booty band exercises if the gym obviously doesn't have that much stuff. So yeah, my advice is, like I said, focus on upper body training, do a little bit of legs, but definitely do not be training legs till failure when you're traveling. So yeah, those are my top tips on staying fit whilst traveling. I hope that has helped. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I know it's a lot of just me talking, but I thought I'd do a little bit of like, you know, updating you on, I guess, where I'm at, what I'm doing, just a little bit of an intro, and then also obviously give you a little bit of value and tips, and hopefully someone will find this helpful. Maybe, you know, you're going on a holiday soon and it gives you a little bit of anxiety because you don't want to take too many steps back in your fitness journey. And I'm here to tell you that you absolutely do not have to take steps back whilst you're on holiday. Like I said, you can come back and absolutely make insane progress and really make use of the time that you're away. So you enjoyed yourself, you didn't take too many steps back, and you're ready to go full force ahead when you're back. And that's the main thing a holiday does, is just give you that little bit of a break from something you love, and you come back and you just love it so much more, you know? So yeah, hopefully all those tips helped, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you guys in the next one.